Hi, Judge Baisa. As you've probably seen from the title of this video, we're going to be looking at how to create a sundial today. We even have a little exploration to see if they work, because this is an ancient form of telling the time. So before watches, before iPhones, before clocks, people used sundials. They track the position of the sun in the sky to give them an estimation of likely what time it was. Now, the earliest preserved sundial we have is actually an Egyptian sundial from the 8th century BC. And as well as that, we also have one from 280 BC that is attributed to the astronomer Aristarchus of Samos. Okay, so we'll go into a bit more of the science of how a sundial works towards the end of the video, but before that I want to show you how to actually make your own sundial. Now, it's really simple. You don't need any fancy gadgets. All you really need is a piece of cardboard and a pen. If you don't have much cardboard lying around, you can use the back of a cereal packet. Just make sure you cut it into a circle shape. I think that'll be easier and more helpful when drawing your clock face. I've got a simple paper plate and a felt tip to help me make the sundial. So now you can see a very simple sundial. I've used a biro in the middle, as you can see, to be my pointer, so the sun will hopefully shine upon and cast a shadow underneath. Now, if you have a stick or a pencil, they will work as well. I've just used a biro because it's the closest thing to hand. This one's a little bit fatter than I'd like, so I might find a thinner one just to cast a smaller shadow and so that it balances nicely. Now, let's see if it actually works. I'm going to put it on my garden, rest it up nice and high on my table and see what happens. Now, as I'm sure you've seen from the photos, the sundial does actually work, which quite impressed me. History geek that I am, was quite excited that a piece of ancient technology is accurate enough to tell you roughly what hour of the day it is. So we won't need clocks and phones anymore. We can all just rely on our sundials. Maybe I'll ask Mr. Spong to install a couple in the playground for us. Okay, so just a brief explanation of the science behind how a sundial actually works. Now, as I said earlier in the video, the sundial tracks the position of the sun in the sky. Now, it's not in fact the sun that is moving, but our planet Earth. Now, the Earth spins around an axis. It takes 24 hours to complete a full rotation, which is why we have 24 hours in a day. When our country is closer to the sun, we call it daytime. As it spins further away from the sun, it begins to become nighttime. Now, the Earth actually rotates and completes an orbit around the sun. This takes 365¼ days. Now, the quarter is really important because every 4 years we have something called a leap year. A leap year, which actually this year is, means we get an extra day in February. So February the 29th happens every 4 years. And it accounts for the extra quarter of a day it takes for the Earth to spin around the sun. So as the Earth is moving, the shadow is forming and casting on the pen in different positions. So you can see the hour depending on the position of the sun. And that is how astronomers in ancient times were able to track the sun and give some sort of idea of the time to their days. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. As I said, it is something that's really easy to create, so you can have a go at creating your own. I would recommend though that you put it in a spot in your garden or on your balcony that tends to get the most sun. I put it up quite high, I put it up on a table in the garden, otherwise you'll find it gets quite shaded quite quickly. I hope you're keeping safe, keeping well, we miss you, and I look forward to giving you more history lessons via videos such as this. Goodbye!